You live?
So let me.
What is that?
I have no clue. Okay. Yep, it's live now.
All right.
Oh. I don't know why it still says I'm hosting you, but whatever's. Either way.
It should probably say no longer hosting in a few seconds.
Okay. Oh, yep, it did. Alright. Very good now. Pop out. Chat. Alright. Got that going. And time to get rid of the screenception. Get the chat window out. Turn down the game audio here of a game I was playing earlier. Yeah, I was playing Assassin's Creed, or at least started Assassin's Creed 2.
Before that, we were playing Quake 2.
Yeah, which she kicked my butt at.
10-4, baby.
Yeah. Although last night she beat me with a freaking shotgun. At a long distance.
What was it, like 15-5 or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. She's learning to get good at Quake 2. Although.
And I beat you at Soul Calibur.
While we're at it, I want to show this really quickly to my viewers. This Victory Royale that I got. Why not?
Congrats on that, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you seem to be getting good. Let's just say here, one of my stream idols, Bookmain, yeah, her skills are starting to slip big time.
Thanks.
Like, big time. Seriously, everybody else in her squad's outlasting her hack when she wasn't even streaming.
Yeah, like that.
When I just randomly outlasted her on a random game. And that's
Figure I want to show that. Why not?
See?
Oh, damn.
Alright, we have 5 minutes.
Nice. Nice job, man.
Yeah. It's my second game, my second win.
And then there is one other bit of news that has hit the gaming community. Well, I'll save this for after Smash. Or we could do it before. But how MU Paradise basically shut down all its downloads. Because the lawsuit Nintendo's been throwing out left and right.
The ROM site. Yeah, that the original first place I get my ROMs, and nowadays I go to.
You keep talking.
Yeah, we're on the air.
And nowadays, like,
what?
I go to ROM Hustler to get ROMs.
Yeah, we can handle it. It's fine. Okay.
Parent interruption again.
We're talking to one of our friends on Discord. We should be done by next week. I wish we had some vanilla ice cream. You can't do nothing about that. That was making a chocolate fun cake.
Parent interruptions?
Yeah.
So David don't have to tell us that right now.
Okay, when are we gonna start?
Alright, you can start the queue.
Me?
Yeah, you can start the countdown.
Alright, fine. Alright. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Action.
Hey, this is DJ Xana
Katie Sparks.
with special guest.
Hello, everyone. This is Marty Mask for one of my second podcast show, Totally Pontless Radio.
Yeah, so, and mainly today's discussion, with a few exceptions, is mostly going to be focused on the new stuff from the Smash Direct.
We got some new information, and we're gonna pretty much spend majority of the time talking about the stuff in order from beginning to end. So I hope you guys are ready for this.
Yep. So, but before, I think, we'll say this before we get into the Smash proceedings, there has been two big things in the gaming community and that have gone down as of late.
What?
With I don't know. Well, I know.
You're cutting out.
Okay, can you hear me now clearly?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, one of the things preceding all this is how Nintendo is basically shutting down, or basically sending cease and desist notices and lawsuits to ROM sites and what this is doing to the game preservation of the classics. All because they want their money.
Don't they always want the money?
Yeah, but what's really sad is that not only have they been doing that, and that now MU Paradise, one of the best ROM sites ever, and where I found like a bunch of really cool import titles that I couldn't afford otherwise on the secondhand market or even like brand new. Like the Taiko no Jutsun series, the all the Sailor Moon Super Famicom games. I mean, especially since one of them's a story-heavy RPG. I could never play without an English patch, and thanks to that ROM site, I was able to get one with an English patch. So it's kind of a tragedy that it has to shut down its downloads, all because Nintendo. You know?
Nintendo wants to keep their IP safe, but also they're doing it in the most odd set of ways. Because, like, they've been taking down, like, fan projects for quite some time now. They've been taking out a lot of them.
Which is really stupid, because unlike Sega, who actually took, a bunch of fans who were modders, and that's basically what made up Sonic Mania. Nintendo, instead of shutting these projects down, I think what they should be doing instead
is hiring these guys.
Yeah, and make the project official.
Yeah.
Because even one of my favorite indie developers, Running with Scissors, they actually hire on a lot of their mod teams and actually even endorse, like, outright expansions made with their IP. And they're just like, have at it.
Another thing is, like, they shut down a AM2R remake, the 3DS remake of Samus 2.
Yeah.
Like, they shut down the fan project of AM2R in place of Metroid, the 3D2, Return to Samus on the 3DS. So,
yeah, we are. Continue what you were saying.
We're listening, sorry.
But also, like you said, with Sega, like, they are actually getting new people in here. They got Christian Whitehead, they got a lot of new guys in here. Most importantly, they were ROM hackers somewhat, and they helped make Sonic Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And they also helped making like the updated HD remakes of Sonic CD and then Sonic 1 and 2. And they were gonna get Sonic 3 working, but there's still some IP issues that they're working around in, and hopefully they'll get it done soon. But around that time, we already have like a ROM hack of Sonic 3, that port of Sonic 3, and it's called Sonic 3 Complete.
Yeah, I think most of it's because it was said that Michael Jackson helped with production of the music.
Yeah,
initially.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, his ghost is still haunting the gaming industry still.
Yeah.
Especially with the Michael Jackson, what is it, Atari game?
No, it was the Sega Genesis and Sega Master System, an arcade game known
Why
as
aren't you shutting
Moonwalker.
off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, the weirdest thing, speaking of Moonwalker...
Sorry, I was trying to shut my PC off.
Was that... Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but shouldn't have Thriller been in the graveyard level and not another part of me?
Thriller was in the graveyard level, wasn't it?
In a beta version, but they cut it out and replaced it with another part of me.
I thought it was. So, getting into Smash, I got opening chatter on here and talking about the first thing that we saw in the trailer.
Are we ready to play?
Yep.
First thing in the trailer.
Alright.
First thing in the trailer. Luigi and his encounter. Okay, so Luigi obviously with the what's it called?
Announcement of Simon Belmont.
Yeah. Him with the poltergeist. That was genius. He's walking around a haunted mansion and he's got the poltergeist. I think that's genius that he's got the poltergeist with him.
Now, quite interesting, GameXplain did an analysis on Luigi's Poltergeist, and it looked completely different from the one in his Final Smash on Wii U. So, they gave the Poltergeist a new design, so I feel like it might add some special core to Luigi when it gets released.
I think there's a possibility of another Luigi's Mansion game, but who knows?
Well, because, I mean, we had Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, and that was a 3DS exclusive, which, I'm sorry, Nintendo, that was a big mistake. Keeping it exclusive to the 3DS, it should have been on the Wii U.
Yeah.
And now also Nintendo announced that they're basically remaking the GameCube game into the 3DS.
So I'm like,
yeah, he wanted OG Luigi's Mansion on the Switch.
I'm like, why the 3DS, Nintendo? Like,
so yeah.
Really?
So I think it's hilarious that Nintendo had to put out a tweet saying that Luigi is not dead, that he's okay.
But yet, Alpha Mega
I just think that's funny.
But yet, Alpha Mega Sin said, and I quote,
I would really like a Luigi's Mansion game where it actually has more of a darker tone. There's not many ghosts. Instead, there's actually demons in the mansion infesting. Where Luigi actually does die and become a ghost.
Yes. Well, so someone did mention in a reply to Alpha Megasin's comment on how Luigi basically just died. They're like, well, they basically had Ripley kill off Mario in the previous one, so I guess now both the brothers can be together in heaven.
Or wherever. But, yeah. So.
Yeah.
But, oh my god, Simon Belmont. Oh.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that would pretty much make a lot of Luigi fans sad. Like, we know there's this meme going on called Luigi wins but doing absolutely nothing. But in this trailer, he was actually doing a lot of shit and running around everything. Oh, and then maybe if he was doing absolutely nothing in this mansion, he probably would have survived.
Yeah.
Well, then again, death doesn't wait for anybody, so...
Exactly.
Exactly.
He just swipes your soul.
Simon Belmont lashes out. So, first of all, his look. It is, like, crisp.
It is very crisp.
It's very crisp. All the characters are very crisp. And I like that they made sure to give the characters more expressions and better expressions. I like that. So they don't look as, like, zombified, you know?
Yeah.
So, with his whip, which is his signature weapon, it's a bit slower, but it has longer reach than any of the other weapons in the roster.
Yeah.
And then he's got the cross, which is kind of like a boomerang. Then he's got an axe and the holy water, which lights them on fire for some reason. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I've never played Castlevania. So
I don't play Castlevania at all.
I've never played it. I watched a couple reviews of it, but I've never played it.
Yeah, like the most she knows about Castlevania is from the Angry Video Game Nerds reviews.
And other people playing the game.
Like,
Yeah.
I will say I've seen the Angry Video Game Nerds reviews of Castlevania recently, but my first set of reviews on this game of Simon Belmont's Castlevania is from Some Call Me Johnny. I watched them. I watched Some Call Me Johnny first.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, like, the one thing I like to point out is that Simon's jump is always awkward in the Castlevania games.
Yeah.
Because they can't mid-jump. So, and I think, like, Sakurai pretty much added some, like, they made sure that Simon doesn't always stick that way when, I guess, for the gameplay. Do you think you'll have mid-air, like, moveability this time around?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of the characters do now.
And plus with the factor you can swing the whip in any direction.
He can move it freely, yeah.
That was actually basically taken straight out of Castlevania 3.
His attacks are simple, but they're powerful.
Yeah.
Then we got like his final smash, which is pretty much like he just captures the victim and then just grabs his whip and then tie it around, and then smashes into the ground, into the moon, and then use all his, like, I guess his, like, spirit power to, like, deal a lot of damage on the coffin.
His holy power, yeah.
Yeah, this holy power.
Yeah, Grand Cross is the name of it. It, like, shoots up these light crosses. Like, have you ever seen Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Swords of Revealing Light? They kind of look like white crosses. That's kind of what that reminds me of.
I used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Past then, but I don't watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Very often.
Yeah. And then his stage that he gets is Dracula's Castle, which, according to Sakurai, is the darkest stage in Smash Brothers. I mean, there's monsters plaguing the stage, including Dracula himself, once in a blue moon. Plus, there was a shadow in the window pane that had question marks that they didn't tell us who that was. Maybe it's another character that they're going to reveal later.
Yeah.
Now, according to Game Explain, they said that, like, that silhouette that is on the window is Junior. It's basically, like, you know, that, I believe, I have no idea where Dracula Jr.'s origins come from, but I believe it to be the son of Dracula.
No, Dracula's son is Alucard, and he is a assist trophy.
Okay, well then, I wonder where, like, Dracula Jr. came from.
I guess we'll find out later on. And then if you hit a candlestick in Dracula's castle, a random item will spawn. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's kind of taken directly from the games where you whip a candlestick and a heart comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing is that, like, Dracula is probably, they say it's going to be the stage boss. But then again, we also got the other creatures in this.
Yeah.
That probably might be the stage hazards.
Yeah, I think they're stage. We got Medusa, the mummy, a werewolf, death.
Yeah, you basically got all your, your stereotypical old school creepy creatures that come out on Halloween.
Yeah, but another thing, if you look closely at the Dracula boss, you may notice that, like, the platforms and everything that were in that area were just, like, not in the, like, Dracula boss. It makes me think, that looks really weird. I mean, they showed it in the... So, do you think it's a hint to a subspace emissary, you think?
No, I think it's something more similar in line to what Melee had with the adventure mode, rather than Subspace Emissary. Because, I mean, yes, there was an end-level boss or end-level battle in Melee. So, I have a feeling it's going to be something like that, where you go through a little platforming stage or little, mini battles, and then go through that, and then you get the stage boss.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So,
anyways.
And then there are 34 tracks from Castlevania in the game.
Well, I'm still at the character trailer. You want to just rest what's coming after that?
I'm just reading in order of my notes that I took.
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Why don't you move on to the next part, which you're coming in?
Yeah, I'm just reading off my notes. So, like I said, Alucard's an assist trophy and can turn into a bat, and you can attack and KO him, but it's very challenging to knock him out.
Yeah. And what about Richter?
Yeah, we got Richter Belmont crossing over from another Castlevania game, and he's Simon's Echo Fighter. His strength is the same as Simon, but his voice and attacks are his own.
Yeah, Richter's from the 3D Castlevania games from the N64.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
from what I know is that Richter was originally from exclusive Castlevania, and I guess he finally made his way to the U.S. Another game of Castle Symphony of the Night that also features Alucard, which is Dracula backwards.
Yeah.
Alright, you want to move out of Castlevania and move on to what Sakurai moved on next?
Yeah.
So the two new Echo Fighters. We have Crom. Is it Crom? Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Crom.
Yeah, Crom, I believe.
I think he's an Echo Fighter for Roy, if I'm not mistaken. Because I know Lucina's Marth's Echo Fighter, Dark Pit is Pit's Echo Fighter.
Dark Samus is Samus's Echo Fighter. Oh, sorry.
I think either Crom is an Echo Fighter for either Ike or Roy. I think he's an Echo Fighter for Roy.
Now, according to the Smash Brothers site, it says that Crom is Echo Fighter of Roy.
Yeah, I was right. It is Roy.
But the funniest thing is that Crom's up B is like Ike's. So
I know. That's what I'm saying.
So,
it's like, okay.
A mix of Roy and Ike?
Who knows?
It's a really mixture between the two. So, like, I guess it's like for fans who like Roy, but then when they got Brawl, they got Ike. So let's combine them to the one character, because why not?
I think Roy is from Fire Emblem, I think?
Yeah, they're all from Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
All of them from Fire Emblem.
Yeah, Nintendo
and,
really likes their Fire Emblem characters, because there's a lot of them.
The funniest thing is that, like, Fire Emblem around when Melee was out, it was a Japanese exclusive.
Yeah, I think that's why Sakurai has so many Fire Emblem characters in the game, is because he's from Japan, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of Japanese fans wanted the Fire Emblem characters.
We got Dark Samus, which, here's a note, Dark Samus used to be an assist trophy, and now is an actual fighter. So,
Also, I forgot, Crom used to be Robin's Final Smash as well.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
In Wii U.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wonder what Robin's new Final Smash is going to be.
Yeah. And, like, Dark Samus used to be an assist trophy, but is now a fighter. So...
Yeah.
Does that mean we're going to see other fighters that used to be assist trophies?
We might, like... let's see. Shadow's possibility is an Echo Fighter. And then we got, let's see. Who else wasn't this? I want to say Isabelle, but that's rumors around it.
That, Rossetti has been an assist trophy.
But there's no chance of Rossetti being a fighter because he has no feet. I mean, he has feet, but you know what I mean. Anyway, and then the thing with Echo Fighters is you can display them separately on the roster screen or stack them with the fighters they're based on.
Yeah, which is a very cool concept.
Yeah, it is.
So that would actually make it easier to figure out who Chrome is in Echo Fighter.
Well, according to the site, it's Roy.
We'll have to see once we get the game, and then.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Speaking of the game, side note, they're supposed to be releasing a special limited edition that's got the game and a fight pad boxed together. Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, with the GameCube adapter that was originally released for the Wii U.
Yeah.
So
Hold
they're
on. Let me
redoing
go
it
ahead
for the Switch.
Hold on a second. Let me go to that page on the Smash site really quickly. It's on the About, I believe. No, it's in the pre-order area.
So, question is for you, Marty. Are you going to be getting a fight pad for Smash?
What?
Are you going to be getting the fight pad, or are you just going to use the joystick, the Joy-Cons?
/ Pro Controller.
I would like to try out, like, all different types of options. But,
Right.
like, the GameCube is, like, classic for Melee, and then it crosses over with Brawl and then Wii U and everything.
Right.
And, like, I love the game, don't get me wrong. But I'm also getting used to a Pro Controller recently.
Yeah, us too. Whenever we stream Zelda on Saturdays, we use the wired Pro Controller.
Yeah.
Even though I prefer
also,
using
like,
the Joy-Con because I like the aiming mechanism better. But you won't let me.
Anyway, so also on the site, there's like a retail edition. The digital edition will be coming soon, eventually, but you can pre-order retail version if you want a cartridge of it. But I don't want to. I wanted to buy the digital version, so that way I don't. If I lose it, then that would suck.
Yeah, same
see,
here.
the thing is, my grandma got me a case to put all my Switch games in.
Yeah.
But
So if I'm paying for it, I'll get physical. But if he's paying for it, he's going to make me get digital.
yeah.
I'm probably going to get it on digital. That's
Yeah,
what I'll
same
probably
here.
get.
We know somebody who's going to get it physical. Slayer.
Oh
Because
yeah.
he gets everything physical because he likes to put it on his game shelf. So, moving on to stages. So, the stages that were shown in the trailer were Pokemon Stadium, Garden of Hope, Brinstar Depths, Summit with the fish. Yes, the fish that eats you is back. Magicant, Unova Pokemon League, Gamer, which is from WarioWare, and the brand new traveling stage, New Donk City. I'm so excited about that stage. I loved Mario Odyssey. I played Mario Odyssey completely through probably 3 times.
Yeah.
So I love that game. And
yeah, it's good that like the Pokemon Stadium from Melee's coming back, but also Brinstar Depths. I really have mixed feelings about this because like when I was playing Brinstar Depths in Melee, the AI had no idea what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, this is Melee AI. But also Kraid. Oh my god, look at that redesign. Look at Kraid. That's just amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just really excited about New Donk City and the fact that they're going to actually have a Jump Up Superstar in the stage. I love that song.
I want to bring attention to Final Destination for a second there.
Okay.
Because, like, when the game was first, like, had public demos or somewhat in, like, conventions, the only Final Destination we get is the Omega stage of Battlefield, but hey, we're finally getting a look at this. We are having a really good Final Destination in our hands right here. It looks really decent.
It does look really decent. I agree.
And we were expecting to finally see it at some point before release.
So, the fact that
New Donk City. It's nice that like it's a traveling stage, but I wish it would like travel through kingdom to kingdom though, or at least all around the town. All they did was, like, according to the trailer, they only showed at least the main building, which is the town hall.
And the builder area.
I guess.
Oh god.
What?
But other than that, I like to have like I like it for it to like travel between kingdom to kingdom.
Yeah,
That'd
that
be
would be
interesting.
nice.
And then the ending after that, we get to see like Bound of Dreams and show how the comparison from Melee to Ultimate have gone so far.
It's
In fact,
definitely the graphics are definitely crisper for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
during one of the Smash tournaments that we saw, they were. I don't remember exactly which stage they were
I think
using.
it was Kong Falls.
Yeah, Gong Falls. Holy crap! Does it look
It looks
even
nice.
more beautiful
It looks nice.
on Ultimate?
And then I like that for the stage that originally appeared in the N64 game, they're gonna stay that, bit style,
Old
including
school style.
the old school style. Yeah, like when you release
Basically-
Pokemon in that stage, they're gonna be that style, and I like that a lot.
I mean, like, I appreciate the 2D style, but this is the Switch. I figured they would do more on it, like making the Pokemon.
I think for
3D
those
model,
specific stages, they're keeping it that classic style for like nostalgia purposes.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, because we all know how Nintendo likes to really strike at the nostalgia goggles.
I mean, they included Mushroom Kingdom in Odyssey, which is from Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
So, and the total number of stages, if you don't include Battlefield, Final Destination, and Big Battlefield, is 100 stages.
100 stages. It's just amazing. But also, what's funny is that, like, the actual menu for the game, you may notice on the bottom right, there's like six spaces missing. If you look at the bottom right, there's 6 spaces.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
But also, like, a stage that they said they were going to be, like, we'll talk about that later. But, there was supposed to be an extra stage, but it's also not in the stage select at all. So I feel like maybe they'll add more in another direct, maybe.
Yeah, I
You think?
we kind of estimated about how many more directs they'll have before release, and we're estimating probably 2 or 3.
What do you think would be the exact total? Not saying like it's 103 or not, or 100. I'm just saying, like, once the next direct comes out, how many you think would...
How many without the Battlefields, Destinations, and the Omega forms? I would say...
No. I mean, let's see here. On this screen right here, there's like 6 open spaces for new stages that look like they belong there. And, I feel like there could be more than 103.
I think it's because they might have a few stages that they're still working on.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Or maybe that's a spot for custom stages. You know how in the Wii version they had Stage Builder?
Oh yeah, they might have a... You know what, now that I think about it, if I look closely, they can add like 5 more regular stages, and the bottom right corner would be like customs. You click on that, and you get to choose your customs.
Yeah. And every stage can be transformed into Battlefield and Omega. So if you add all that together, that makes over 300 possible stages in the game.
Exactly.
Which is nuts. Like, I don't know for the next console, like after the Switch in a few years, how they're going to top that. But I guess we'll see.
I will say for the original, like, for the Smash Bros. Ultimate original stages, like over, like, 85 of it or so, it's just, like, retro stages from past games. But only 4 of them are really handmade for Ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're gonna work on more regular original stages later on.
And all stages are available for 8-player battles, and they're all available from the get-go, which means, unlike Wii U and Brawl, you don't have to unlock stages. They're all available.
And Melee, and 64.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in every Smash game prior, you unlocked a stage when you unlocked a character. Now, all the stages are available.
Yeah, and I'm now trying to figure out, although they didn't announce this, but I hope there's an option, just going into multiplayer, that we have all the characters.
Oh yeah,
selectable
because
from
if
the
you don't
get-go as
have all the
well.
characters unlocked in the main campaign, they're not unlocked in multiplayer either.
Yeah.
Let's talk about stage hazards really quickly, because they have a toggle for that. You can turn stage hazards off or on.
Which
yeah, exactly.
I really, really like, because, I mean, if you're facing, your friend or husband that happens to be really good at that game, and then you have to worry about stage hazards like, the giant monster from Metroid coming and smashing the stage, it's really nice to be able to shut it off.
Yeah, we have, stage bosses like the Yellow Devil, we have, Metal Face from Xenoblade Chronicles.
We've got that fighter guy that's in the Earthbound stage, the pink one.
Yeah. What about... Let's see. There's a lot of different possibilities with the stage hazard toggle off.
Yeah. I think it'll definitely help a lot.
Yeah, and it'll probably make some competitive players open up with other stages besides staying with Battlefield or Final Destination. So yeah.
Cause it'll if you I found myself playing Battlefield and Final Destination in the simple stages a lot because I didn't like the stage hazards. So the factor that I can turn them off really opens the stages that I can play.
Now, also, the stages are in chronological order from series, but also, the first 3 are, the main 3, which is, Battlefield, Big Battlefield, Final Destination. And then afterwards, it just moves on to 64, then Melee, then Brawl, and then 3DS, and then Wii U. And then we get to the original.
We get to the ultimate stages that they just made, yeah.
Yeah.
And not to mention, you can morph stages mid-match.
Exactly. I mean, you could set it to 2 different stages that you can, in mid-battle, they will automatically metamorphosis all the way up to a different stage. It's Morphin time! Dragon Sword!
Go Power Rangers.
And that's, with the stage morph, it's a quicker way if you want to, try out every stage. It's a quicker way of doing that.
Yeah.
And also with the factor... yeah, so...
By the way...
You have to pick your stage and pick your rule set before you pick your fight.
25th anniversary of Power Rangers is this month.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
I'm gonna stream something Power Rangers related on Thursday.
Okay.
Although I've never been really much of a fan of the games. I've been more of a fan of the show, but...
So, until now, each stage had its own set of music tracks, but now the tracks are organized by series. So if you're playing a stage and you prefer one song from Zelda more than another one from Zelda, you can change it.
Yeah, the funny, what I didn't like about, Wii U, or Brawl even, is that, okay, so I could play Ocarina of Time's, Hyrule Field theme in the Hyrule Castle 64 stage, but in the Wind Waker boat stage. But now, you can play all of Zelda's music in any Zelda stage you want.
Yeah.
And same thing goes with every other series.
But it has, you can't play a Zelda track in a Mario stage.
Yeah.
You can't mix tracks. You can play any Zelda track in any Zelda stage, and any Mario track in any Mario
Although,
stage.
it would be kind of cool just to screw with that.
Yeah.
And have like jump up super high in the middle of a freaking Zelda battle.
Yeah. So
like Superstar in the 64 Peach's Castle stage or the 64 Mario Brothers stage.
Oh yeah.
one of my favorite tracks is from Isle Delfino, the traveling Isle Delfino stage. That's one of my favorite tracks from the game. Yeah, that one.
Yep.
It's just because I have such fond memories with Sunshine. That's why. So the total number of music tracks in the game is 800.
Actually, over
yeah.
900.
But if you
and if
you include
not counting
like title screen tracks and fanfares and winning track sounds, there's over 900 compositions in the game, which is insane.
And I think they're gonna like add more later on in the next direct, so there'll be like over 1,000.
I'd almost actually this when I first saw that it was over 900, I was like, "What does Skyrim say about this track?" It's over 900.
The funniest thing is that the funniest slowed down at 500 and then just fast back up again.
Yeah.
Until we get to hit 800.
Yeah, DJ said something about poggers or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and then
if you played them all in a row without looping or stopping, there's over 28 hours of music.
Yeah.
So, like, you could just have your Switch playing music while you're cleaning and
or working out,
and it won't repeat music.
Yeah, and speaking of music, you can also have it like on the go with your handheld mode.
With the screen turned off, like an MP3 player.
Yeah, I mean, like it's like an iPod, except not.
And it's a big iPod, and you can create playlists. So if you just want Zelda and Mario, but don't want Earthbound, you can just add Zelda and Mario.
Yeah.
And they have them on the website, and they're going to update the website weekly until the game is released.
Yeah. Let's talk about the because I'm gonna mute my current music right now, really quickly, and I'm gonna go ahead and go to the Smash site really quickly.
Okay.
I want to play out the Castlevania song that they just added out like recently as it came out, right?
Oh yeah, Bloody Tears. That one is a classic amongst the Castlevania fans. And
alright.
So yeah, I had a feeling if they were going to get Snake, they would get Castlevania eventually.
Yeah. Can you hear it?
No.
Okay. Gotta figure out how to make a second. Hold on a minute. Let me go ahead and figure this out. Is there a way I can like have it like audio share?
No, there isn't. Sadly,
I'm just gonna pull up your stream on my phone.
Okay. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna play it right now. Okay.
Oh yeah, I heard it now.
Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Let me go ahead and figure this out.
Yeah. Yep,
Bloody Tears.
Yep.
Simon's Quest.
Yep.
That's a recent track, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
I'm actually happy for the Castlevania stuff. I think.
Alright.
I think that's one that's probably going to be on your playlist.
Oh yeah, especially for my workout playlist. Oh
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Especially during December, once the weather finally cools down, I'm probably gonna have that during my Pokemon Go runs.
Yeah.
So.
Alright.
So, it's a massive library of historic music from your favorite game series. And there's a sound test menu sorted by series. So you can listen to it before you add it.
Yeah, I'm probably going to end up... and especially the Metal Gear one. I think that'll be perfect for... especially the Escape theme.
If a track has no set series, then it's added to miscellaneous.
Yeah. Or other.
So now he said, because some people have already experienced the game being the people that played in tournaments, but You can create your own rule set, so preset a rule set and save it as your favorite rules, and then immediately play into the game without selecting the rules every single time.
Alright, we're finally getting a rule set, finally. So you can pretty much, like, save presets and, like, use it as your, like, previous ones you want.
Yeah, because we have the same set every time. We use stock. Is it stock? Do we do stock 3 or stock 4?
Stock 3.
Stock 3, no time limit, random fighter, and random stage. That's how we play the game.
Yeah.
Because
And then we move on to stamina, which normally would be in special. It's now actually in the regular modes this time around. And the coolest thing about this is that you can also mix it with stock battles and also time it somewhat. And like, and the newest thing is like, once you kill someone, they'll self-destruct and then they'll immediately respawn losing the stock.
Yeah, that actually, like, the stamina battle kind of seems like they took a little bit of mechanic from standard fighting games with the life bar, and
after playing one, when it comes time to pick the next stage, you can either have it as player 1 picks it, random, or the loser gets to pick the stage.
Yeah.
The newest thing about Smash Ultimate is that, like, you get to choose your character. And it's best for well-suited for who's the stage.
Yeah, so, like, if you picked F-Zero, you're like, oh, I need Captain Falcon because that's his stage.
Yeah.
And
then sudden death, you start at 300 damage, but there's a fire around the screen and the camera zooms in for a sense of urgency.
There's an evolution of sudden death in the Smash series. In Smash 64, it's just like a normal sudden death. Nothing's gonna happen. Then Melee comes around. Okay, now bombs are gonna be falling on your head if you last too long.
Oh yeah, I remember that from the mod.
And then for Brawl and like Wii U, 3DS, depending on the game, the bombs can show up sooner or later, depending on the game. But also sometimes the bombs will just be like will fall, but it will lay around and not explode or anything.
Yeah.
And now we got this where like the screen is constantly zooming in,
and there's
which
a fire.
also shrinks.
And there's a fire around the screen.
Yeah, it basically shrinks the dead zone for sudden death.
It creates a sense of urgency. It's kind of like in Sonic how the music starts speeding up.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you're underwater, it's like
that drowning music. It always just makes me crap my pants. Whatever.
So now you can turn off Smash Balls and have a chargeable Smash meter. So you charge it up in battle and then let off a less powerful final smash. And no two smashes can be going off at one time.
Do you think this will be used in competitive play?
No. What do you think?
No.
Usually they don't have final smashes at all in competitive play.
Yeah, they don't give you the smash ball at all in competitive play. But at least like with this, like it gives you like it's like Cloud when you're just trying to power up and break.
Oh yeah. And actually going back to competitive play, now we also have the tournament bracket in the tourney mode, which I'm kind of surprised it took them this long to like because every other
I was getting into battle modes next.
Oh, okay.
Actually, we're entering battle modes, but the next thing actually is Squad Strike, and you know that like final mode in like Smash Tour where like all the fighters are pretty much your stock. You got 5 stocks, 3 stocks, but each stock is a character you play as.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Basically, the final battle in Smash Tour, not the board game. Screw the board game. I'm glad they're dropping that finally.
Yeah, that was kind of.
They're just like finally. They're finally taking advantage of like saying like the 5 like you have 5 different characters at each stock and it's all taking place in one battle, and like it's just like really unique. It's a unique style.
And it's good because some people have more than one main.
Yeah, and
So it's a good way to use all your mains without
Yeah.
like.
plus, actually, this is also kind of a feature that's been in just about every fighting game I've played since the 90s, which was known usually just as team battle. And then you just go through elimination, one after the other character, smashing
And
your opponent
and
to their
with
last
the
fighter's
squad
down.
strike, it's a good way to try out different characters in a much faster manner.
Yeah.
The next thing is tournaments. Finally, we're getting to tournaments. Now, finally, local tournaments are back. They're back from Melee and Brawl.
Uh-huh.
But what I still wonder about, I think they're going to focus online on the next Direct, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're trying to make Mii fighters available to play in online tourneys.
Yeah, but anyway, so we have, like, local tournaments back is good for having a big party at your house and everything else.
And you can play online as well.
Yeah, which I'm kind of happy they're finally adding this feature onto with the tournament brackets and everything. That's actually been something I've been dealing with since Street Fighter 4, and I'm like, wow, smashes up in their game a little bit and taking a few cues from the other fighting games in the genre.
And then Smashdown.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Smashdown. This is gonna be quite interesting.
This is gonna be devious because like you can select like okay, so you play the first match and then the characters that you played in the first match are not available from that point on, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I did hear something about being able to actually pick and like opponents being able to pick and ban which, characters they don't want their opponent to use, which actually comes from League of Legends, believe it or not.
And whoever has a faster trigger finger, like one of his mains is Link. So if I'm quick enough, I can pick Link before Link he can use him.
Yeah, but I will say. But anyway, so the interesting thing about SmackDown is that it actually avoids spamming. It avoids like making sure that you don't like make sure that you change strategy each match.
Yeah.
It gives you a sense of like, say, okay, well that character I can't play anymore. I gotta choose my second main. Now I gotta choose my third main. Oh crap! I'm all out of mains. I might have to choose something that probably I'm good at. Yeah. And everything else, like, at least this one pretty much avoids, like, spamming by playing the same character over and over again.
Yeah.
But also you can do it as some, like, competitions, like saying...
There's, like...
Oh my god. Like, say, for example, okay, Katie, so I'm gonna steal Peach so she can't use her.
Yeah.
And then,
it creates another way of play. Like, this Smash game has so many ways you can play, so it never gets boring.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And then...
And also, like... And then when we got to, like, characters such as, like, the Echo Fires and Lynx and Dr. Mario, Mario, Luigi, I mean, like, they can pretty much, like, just do, like, okay, you select Mario one match. Okay, now I'm gonna choose Dr. Mario the next match. Okay, now I'm gonna choose Luigi the next match.
And then there's also, obviously, a training mode, which features the exclusive grid stage that's only available in training mode.
And by the way, shoutouts to MatPat, you have a best way of measuring distance of your character and everything else now. Look at this stage right here. You can measure how size matters, finally. I'm pretty sure MatPat will use advantage of this stage a lot.
And then... The single-player mode in which players battle against a series of set fighters and stages called Classic Mode is back.
Classic Mode from Melee and Brawl and 64 is back. We're no longer sticking with the 3DS and Wii U style, where you choose a set, where you choose something, and you gotta stick with it. They finally, what Melee and 64 did.
And then, so we finally got some new items, more new items. So we've got the banana gun, which fires off a bullet and then becomes a banana peel.
Which then you can trip on.
The killing edge is a blade that glows When it glows, that means its power's intensifying. And then we got Bomber, which you lift up the bomb and it blows up.
Then we got the Death Strike thingamajig.
Scythe, yeah.
That pretty much what Death did to Luigi.
It'll instantly KO your fighter who is badly damaged.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're good at avoiding, dying, like, if you get flung off the edge and you make it back to the stage somehow, but you've got, like, 150 damage, you're likely to die by that scythe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, speaking of damage and whatnot, I did see this on Facebook. I know, it's from The Onion, probably not reputable by any means, but they're saying somehow that, they're going to show battle damage on the characters, and characters can beat themselves up in confusion.
That's a lie.
I mean, like, it was for Brawl originally, but then, Beta Brawl, but then they changed their mind on that.
They scrapped it, yeah.
But they also did a little bit of it on Olimar's helmet.
And, yeah, it cracks, but it repairs itself. So then they've got the staff, which power increases the farther you are from your target.
Yeah. And then we got the Evil Mushroom, which reverses
I hate this
controls.
mechanic. It takes that, because there's a Pokemon stage, I think. It's,
that
the Pokemon League,
controls.
where either Kyurem or Zekrom will reverse your controls.
Yeah. I mean, like, reversing controls is like a punishment in some way.
It is. It's definitely
But then
way.
again, if you're playing in portable mode, it doesn't affect too badly.
And then there's the Rage Blaster. The higher your damage percentage, the stronger it is.
Yeah.
So
like,
that's kind of like
getting revenge.
Well, no, because there was actually something in Street Fighter that's very similar in nature to that. I think it was not the Ultra Attack. Oh, there was kind of a revenge attack in Street Fighter 4. It's a very similar tactic, but with that item. So,
like, if you have a fighter that picks it up that's at 24% damage, it might not do much. But if you have a fighter that picks it up who's at 130, it's going to do a lot more.
Yeah.
And then there's some new Pokemon. I always get excited about new Pokemon. So
yeah,
we got the funniest Pokemon to come out of Gen 7, which is Alolan Executor.
nah.
He pretty much splits the stage, like, in half, so, like, we have certain playing fields to work with.
And then we've got Solgaleo, Sunsteel Strike, and Lunala's Moongeist Beam.
What about Abra?
Yeah, Abra teleports fighters to where the item hazard is. So, like, if you've got a black hole, Abra will pick you up and teleport you toward it. Which is just cruel.
Then next up we got is Mimikyu.
And which Mimikyu kind of takes you under its cloak and beats you up underneath the cloak. Kind of like Gulpin, who eats you and then does damage to you while you're inside of its mouth.
Yeah.
And then there's also Beware. And there's Pyukyu, which uses innards out to slap you.
And now for your favorite Pokemon.
Yeah, there's Vulpix and Alolan Vulpix.
Yeah, we got two Vulpixes, one fire, one ice. And now... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised when I actually kind of talking about that. I was really surprised that Alolan Vulpix was ice. I was just like, what? Last I remember, Vulpix was fire.
Well, this is its Alolan form, dear.
Oh.
Then you got Marshadow, I guess.
Yeah.
And then we get to a Pokemon I want to talk a lot about. Actually, Ditto. I want to talk a lot about this because this is quite interesting. Ditto was originally going to be in Melee, but due to limitations, they couldn't do it. His files are actually in the debug menu, so you can get them in there through a debug menu. But the problem, he won't do anything. He'll just immediately disappear. His original intentions was to be the character who summoned him, and just also fight along his side. It's good that Sakurai is taking an old mechanic and finally finishing it for the next game.
Oh yeah.
It's nice that like Sakurai decides to go back to old ideas and finish it.
Yeah, so he's curtailing the old while embracing the new.
Yeah.
And then we got so Ditto looks like it's going to be really fun to use. I wonder if all Pokemon are going to be in Pokeballs, or if we're going to have Master Balls that sometimes spawn, like in other games.
I don't know. Have we seen a Master Ball in any of the direct trailers recently? I don't think so.
No, we haven't.
Sorry for the dogs barking in the background.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
sorry about our dogs.
They're going crazy.
Hush!
Now you see
Anyway.
I think one of our I think my mom just got home. So now we also got some new assist trophies, and the new assist trophies being revealed crushed some people's dreams, because I know a few people that wanted Shovel Knight to be playable in game, but no, Shovel Knight and Bomberman are both assist trophies.
Shovel Knight was like probably one of the most famous indie titles.
Shovel Knight was definitely when Smash was announced and there was all those speculation videos what characters are going to be in game on the roster. Shovel Knight was in almost every video I watched. So was Crash, actually.
Yeah.
I think at this point Crash is more likely than Shovel Knight, because Shovel Knight's a assist trophy in this game.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Zero? I'm starting at 0 right now.
Yeah. We got Zero as a new assist trophy. So Knuckles is not going to be a fighter because he's an assist trophy.
But the funniest thing is that they took. So far, we don't know Shadow's going to be coming back. No, Knuckles is an assist trophy.
Yeah.
So it'll be quite interesting.
Oh god.
Yeah, because Shadow used to be an assist trophy in the other games, but we haven't seen him yet.
Okay,
Right.
Speaking of Knuckles as an assist trophy, God help me on voice chat, because I have a few friends who might end up getting him and then being like, "Do you know Dwayne?"
You know Dwayne. It's just a meme.
So, Crystal the Fox. I really wanted her to be a fighter, but sadly, no.
I mean, Crystal was pretty much like, I think she was a rare created for Star Fox Adventures.
No, actually, it was for her own game called Dinosaur Planet, but that got canned and then recreated into
Star Fox.
Dinosaur Planet.
Mind
you, the only reason I even knew about this...
Because of Anita Sarkeesian.
Yeah, feminist frequency.
Yeah, but Rare created that title, though. Rare created it.
Yeah.
Kind of a shame that she didn't get her own adventure, and yet she was the damsel in distress.
And yet, there's also a Claptrap, which is the little alligator thing from Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
And
interesting.
One I'm excited about is Cap'n. He picks you up in his bus and drives off the stage.
Yeah, he just took Mario. He's taking Mario to school. He needs to learn some lessons. So he just took Mario in his school bus and then just drove him off screen to school.
Yep. And then we got Chef Kowalski, which used to be Kirby's Final Smash.
Yeah.
And then
Kirby Final Smash and Brawl.
And then we got Gray Fox.
He was in Brawl.
And then Nikki. What game is Nikki from?
From what I know, she's like a Picto-Chat character or something.
Oh wait, she's actually from that Swap Note, and she's from that
more 3DS.
Yeah,
more okay.
3DS.
Yeah, it was from the 3DS messaging app.
And then obviously Shovel Knight, and then we got the moon from Zelda, the Angry Moon. It's actually an assist trophy. The
Majora's
sky
Mask.
turns red and he charges at the stage and destroys the stage.
Wow, interesting. You know, also, by the way, Great Bay is actually a stage in this game. And Great Bay is a stage in May, and, like, the ground in Great Bay. So I'd like to see how the moon will do in, like, the Great Bay stage. Maybe it will be the same moon, or we'll use a completely different moon that crashes into us. Because, you know, in the Great Bay stage, which is, like, heavily based on Termina, you know you can see in the background the moon. But all it does, like, it's, like, after time by time and time again, it will just slowly go down, and then, like, the Guardians will rise up and then throw the moon back to the sky.
Yeah. And then we have our first ever boss / assist trophy, which is Rathalos.
It's a monster hunter. But also, they also said that this field, this open field right here, they said it's a stage. And earlier, we were talking about, like, stages somewhat. And you may notice on the stage select screen, you know, there's 6 blank. None of the stages that are on the screen is this Monster Hunter stage.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
So I don't know if they're going to add that later, or it's going to be for a possible subspace emissary or somewhat.
But Rathalos is actually the first character that's ever been an assist trophy and a boss. So.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
So if you can get like a boss character to be an assist trophy, then why not, like, bring back Pyrosphere and get, like, okay, let's get Ridley as the character, have him as a boss as well.
I wonder if Master Hand is going to be making a return as a boss in this game.
I'm pretty sure he is. He's always been a boss.
He's always been the boss, and well, if they're gonna have classic mode,
then
Master
yeah, he's gonna come back. Yep.
That's a bar none. He's always been the final boss of Smash.
There's a dashboard on the side of the screen that can be accessed using the ZR button, and then there was also that blurred out mode that Sakura said that he can't talk about yet. I wonder what that other mode is.
Alright, so right now, good look at the menu. We have, like, a Smash on the top left, Games More on the top right, Vault on the right, and Online bottom right. And then we got a censored, like, new mode in the bottom. And data miners actually decide, well, actually not data miners, but, like, there's a lot of speculation on the internet saying that they tried to unscramble the pixeled censored thing, and they speculate that it could be spirits.
I've heard that it's adventure mode.
It could be. And then on the dashboard on the far right, there's also another censored thing. I wonder what that would be. But also, let's look at the far right. There's, like, the notifications, there's an options, a menu, there's a home button, but there's also, like, this, which I'm assuming might be controller pairing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also the picture in the middle, which has all of the fighters. According to it, it shows the first 8 fighters from the original Nintendo 64 game.
Yeah.
And according to this, they actually did zoom into Smash for a second, and we get to see more options here for a second. We can see regular Smash, and we see Squad Strike, Tournament, and then we get to see Special Smash as well. Then there's also the controllers in the bottom right, which I would assume if you click on that, you select your name, you get to choose your controls, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's my guess as well. Case Sparks, I had to leave for a second. But anyways, you continue.
Alright, so moving on, next up, like, when Sakurai is making his outro, we're having the unanimous shaking of vibration and that stomping sound effect. And that is really curious, outstanding, for say the least. And then, like... So, and this is where the reveal of a new coming.
Yeah, freaking King K. Rool.
Yeah, high demand. Probably a high demand character. Sakurai is now taking like fan requests seriously now. He just got Ridley in there, and now they got King K. Rool in there.
They got Simon Belmont, Richter. I mean, sheesh.
And
Yeah.
the funniest thing is that, like, when King K. Rool was first shown, it was first silhouette, and then King DDD just trolled us hard.
Oh yeah.
It was like, oh, come on, you can't be serious. You're saying, like, is Sakurai thinking, King K. Rool's still too big. He can't be suited for Smash. And then later, King K. Rool, the real K. Rool, just knocked DDD out of the picture. And then we finally get to see him in action.
Indeed. And that was epic. Now, oh god, what will be an even bigger reveal? I have a prediction that if they are gonna do Waluigi, it's gonna be in the very last direct, and it might just be a last minute announcement before the game launches.
That would pretty much, like, give a lot of reactors heart attacks.
Oh, because I still remember when Ridley was announced, and they're like, nerf, 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 nerf.
And now we're seeing King K. Rool be announced, and it was like, nerf, 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 nerf. But anyway, so, like, we get to, let's talk about his attack for a second, really quickly. So, King K. Rool is having, like, some stuff from the other games, from the first Donkey Kong Country game, which he just throws his crown like a boot, catches his back. But he also has the cannon, he also has the pirate look, as he shoots his cannon like he did in Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest.
Yeah.
And then his recovery move is the helicopter from Donkey Kong Country 3. His counter is like his like armor reflective belly.
Yeah.
And then his like side attack is a boxing glove from the final boss of Donkey Kong 64. But also another thing about the crown is that Villager can catch that, and like King K. Rool won't be able to get it back until you KO him.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that with Villager.
Yeah. And his final smash is the game over sequence of Donkey Kong 64. You know, in the original Donkey Kong 64 Rareware game, the game over scene will just show DDD about to point a laser at DK Island, and unfortunately, the game just cuts right there. They never show the destruction of DK Island. But here, we finally get to see DK Island blow up.
Oh,
boom!
wow.
We finally get to see it happen. So I like to pretty much like see some video on YouTube combining the game over scene with this final smash.
Oh yeah, someone's definitely gonna do that, and
I'm pretty sure it's easy to do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. So it's getting late.
And my aunt has to go to bed, so
Yeah. But anyway, so that was like pretty much a really decent, like, totally pointless radio, I guess.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we did not get any Waluigi, which is sad.
But
I mean, like, hopefully Sakurai does see it. I also like how they updated the picture to add the 5 other fighters in here.
right.
And there's definitely room for more.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah. But other than that, I think we spent like a solid like hour somewhat, or probably a lot, on talking about Direct.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Plus that little bit of Nintendo news at the beginning, so... Anyways, I'd say that's a wrap. So, anything else you guys say?
Well, let's just hope
Like off me.
that this game's gonna be like the best Smash game at all, and hopefully there's gonna be possible patches when it does get released, new characters, new stages, everything else, and we're looking forward to the newest direct.
Yep.
We're probably gonna get one more before the game release.
Yeah. As Katie said, there's possibility of 2 more. So, but we'll just have to see. Anyways, hey babe, you want to do the outro with me?
Sure.
So, this has been DJ Xana.
And Katie Sparks.
And this has been Marty Man 641.
Signing off. Have a good day, guys. Peace.
Mike's off.